give a little speech here tonight. And something that's kind of been interesting to me, especially since I've come back to school from working a job, being in the military, and something I've always been interested in and seen as scary to me with the trending in what's happening in college these days. So a couple scary facts, and these are coming from a couple articles, one from the Washington Post and the New York Times actually this past year, that only 62% of college graduates actually come out of college and have a job that requires a college degree. So that's only 62%. Another even little scarier on that same track is 27% of college graduates have a job that involves the degree that they got. So they go to college for all these years, get all this debt, and then they don't use their actual degree, specifically in the field that they go. And then even a little worse is only 2/3 of students that go to college actually graduate. So that one, to me, is the biggest, scariest thing, is that we got these kids. Do I think college is for everybody? No. But the problem is these kids going to college is being pushed so much to say that you have to go to college, you have to go to college. Well, they go to college, they start incurring debt. 1 year debt or 1 year of school can get thousands and thousands of dollars of debt, and they never even have a job that benefits to be able to pay off that debt.
Right.
So, in my mind, I kind of wonder, what do we do? What are some things that we could do better? So I say a proposition, and I've heard kind of some discussion about these, at least one of these two options. And I think that we should impose some stricter requirements on students to go to college, to be able to even apply to college. And to me, I think we should give them two options. One is, after high school, you have to work for either 2 years with a normal job, normal company that doesn't require kind of service industries or what have you, or the second one, 2 years of military service, mandatory, before even being able to even apply for college. The benefits I see to this are, especially for the job. One is you get 2 years of life experience. So a lot of businesses nowadays are looking for people that have experience with life, like dealing with life, having to pay bills, showing a little bit of responsibility. Another one is, oftentimes, the first 2 years of college, students spend partying, kind of going off the deep end because they've been sheltered by their parents, and now they have full reign of their lives, and there's no in-between transition period. So that would give a little time for them to get that out of their way and to focus as adults once they actually begin college. Another benefit to the work and the job is you would also be able to build up a little bit of money. Gives you time to decide what you really want to do. That way, once you hit college running, you have a focus on, I want to do this for sure. Instead of you get in the first couple of years, like, what do I want to do? Jumping back from degree to degree. And you actually have a focus, you kind of straight line, and it makes it easier to actually finish college. And the last part of working a job is it would actually kind of get rid of those students that they're not going to finish college. So now they don't have that debt, and they also are on their way to a career without a college degree. A lot of people do extremely well, but as long as you get off on the right foot, you'd be set pretty well. The second requirement, the military one, and this one, as I said, is I've heard discussion about it, and there's a lot of controversy over people saying, well, we can't make people serve in the military. Well, there's been a lot of studies, and there's a book that just recently came out called The Startup Nation, talking about Israel's success in the world market, where they are behind the United States. They're in the number 2 country in the world with big businesses that are in the NASDAQ. They're actually posted on the NASDAQ. So they are a big player in the technical market, and this book that I mentioned contributes a lot of that success to their mandatory military service. So what that does is, with military service, and do the same here, is militaries always look good on a resume because you get the lifetime experience of having to deal with adversity, overcoming diversity, whether or not you resources you need, as well as you get leadership experience, you get leadership training prior to even being in a leadership role. So that's kind of one of the big ones that I see that a lot of companies really like the military service more. So, as I said, these are things that, in my mind, having the requirement to work or the requirement to serve in the military would be a wonderful thing. And if they instituted those requirements, I guarantee you'd see outstanding benefits even in the first year. But yet again, that's one of those things that you have to fight the powers that be that would actually oppose this stance. So I appreciate your time. That's all I have for you today, and have a good evening.
We're good?
Yeah.
We're doing questions?